Hi everyone. I wanted to check out this Go Compare advert today. Look at the blue in the water and the blue in the sky, representing Jesus and God in the light. See the green for Islam and the Hulk, and see the red for Satan. This guy right here represents Iron Man, and this guy right here represents Captain America. See, these two trees right here represent the tree of life and the tree of knowledge. And even this thing like here, right here, looks like an arch representing the door that we have to go through with Jesus Christ to get into heaven. And even these two things look like two smaller arches. One of them represents Jesus's door or pillar, and the other one represents Satan's door or pillar. And then he had these shades on because it represents those visors coming with the mark of the beast.
Car insurance? Imagine this fantastic website where you can check out a shed load of companies. Be fantastic, would that? None of those annoying pop-up adverts. Nothing fun.
Even these umbrellas in the background, they represent like Umbrella Corp and Resident Evil and stuff like that.
Think about them, Boris. Exact right quote in minutes. Fantastic is the word.
Even this woman right here seems to be wearing something that has the color purple on it, representing Cadbury's.
So compare.
And then this Go Compare guy represents the clown. This guy right here. He's coming, and he's got the key to open the abyss. And he brings this idol worship, this idolatry. See how he's got white for heaven and black for the darkness with these stripes on his costume? Just like this Michael guy from Angry Grandpa. He's got stripes on his shirt. White for heaven and black for the darkness. This whole swimming pool advert is represented in this picture that Sienna Glory, the actress, has shared on her Instagram. See the two trees right there? Well, they're represented right here. See? Oh, God. Sorry about the scrolling on this, guys. Oh, damn it.
Where you can check out a shed load of companies. Be fantastic, would that? None of those annoying pop-up adverts. Nothing fantastic about them, Boris. Exact right quote in minutes.
He said Boris, so maybe that's representing Boris Johnson. I mean, this guy seems to even have the same hair colour as Boris Johnson because he looks blonde.
Exact right quote in minutes. Fantastic is the word, Boris. Go compare. Enjoy your wheels. Fantastic deals at you know where. You'll soon
And he goes downwards, representing going downwards into hell or into the abyss or into the bottomless pit. That's why they've built that pit thing near the new tower in New York. The one that is built in place of the Twin Towers. She's wearing a red bikini representing Satan. Because she represents temptation because she's really sexy. But at the same time, she probably represents the woman of the Bible because she's got brunette hair. See, this is the woman who I was on about who was wearing purple. Representing Cadbury's. And this is your Obama type character right here. But he's wearing blue shorts. Representing Jesus and God in the light. So that means it's blending the good with the bad. Blending the light with the dark. Blending the iron with the clay. Even this guy's wearing red shorts for Satan. Even this guy's got blue stripes on his shorts for Jesus and God and the light. They're holding up these signs that say 10 because double 5 is 10. And 5 represents the 5th age. See the 5th age coming right here? So, the go compare bit is white for heaven, and then the .com bit is green for Islam. So that this is showing mixing Christianity with Islam. You see, even this mansion, wow, even this thing that looks like a mansion represents Lex Luthor's mansion, Bruce Wayne's mansion, even the X mansion in X-Men. This bow and arrow that Fern Cotton has got represents just like the bow and arrow that Katniss Everdeen has in the Hunger Games. And even the bow and arrow that the Strongbow guy has. And even the bow and arrow that Susan has in Narnia. Fern and Holly probably represent the woman of the Bible because they've both got blonde hair. And in this Celebrity Juice title sequence, you actually see that they're all up in heaven because it represents that we'll be going to heaven soon. When the 4th age ends and the 5th age begins. See these stars, just like the star on Wonder Woman's head and the star on Winter Soldier's arm.
It's Fern Cotton, who's back after having another baby. She's a wonder of modern science. And there's Gino Sheffield DeCampo with a tag. Just like...
Apologies if anybody heard that slight interruption then. But you see here, there's a V for the 5th age. Right here. Around his neck. And it goes all the way down his chest, see? V for the 5th age. And even these cameras represent how the Illuminati and the media brainwash people.
In real life, we're all here in heaven, but don't worry, we're not dead. It's just an over-elaborate metaphor.
See these blue birds right here? They're represented right here. They represent the same thing as those eagles in Lord of the Rings. Even that whole thing about the bird in the cage in Bioshock Infinite.
How great this show is. We're still here to make the best show on telly. What's that show on telly? It's Celebrity Juice on telly.
So see the pinky purple for Cadbury's and the blue for Jesus and God and the Light.
Not 4K ready. What's 4K?
So he's dressed as, I think it's General Zod from Superman. But see the V for the 5th age again? And he's wearing black for the darkness. Remember that Superman represents Jesus, the Son of God. So General Zod basically represents Satan. And that's because General Zod, Keith Lemon, General Zod and Keith Lemon both represent this clown, just as Satan does. See all of these blue lights right here? They represent Jesus and God and the Light. See how they look like X's, just like X-Men, and just like the X's on Britain's Got Talent. and then he kicked that sign out of the way then, and that represents kicking the nuclear football. Notice he's got balloons here. You know that sometimes clowns have balloons. See the blue balloon for Jesus and God and the light. The black balloons for the darkness. And then I guess these pink balloons represent like Cadbury's, and then like the yellow balloons represent Satan, because like yellow and red represent Satan, because that's why Iron Man's armor is yellow and red. See the Illuminati pyramid right here? Even that's green for Islam and the Hulk. Even this thing represents the Eye of Horus.
Go #1, it's Celebrity Juice and it's my fucking birthday!
See the Freemason checkerboard symbolism right here? The F for the Fifth Age. And the H for holly. Just like Holly Oaks.
You may have noticed I'm dressed as Terence Stamp, who played General Zod in Superman.
See the cross right there, just like the cross that Jesus died on.
Which was out in the 80s, because tonight is an 80s theme. So let's meet our team captains and see what they've come as. First up, it's what have you come as, Holly?
And Rainbow Bright. It was my favourite toy of the 80s.
Yeah, we've got a picture there.
Yeah, that's me and my horse.
So anyway, we'll come back to that in a second. But basically, there's like acid attacks that has happened, and it's because the people who did the acid attacks are basically being possessed by Satan and demons. Then we go over to the Grox Ones video. Sorry for the interference.
Everything is mapped out.
See this place like that is called Tartus? Just like you have tarts. Just like Pop-Tarts. But Tartus sounds a bit similar to TARDIS.
She rode a horse with a tampon with red arms.
Horse. That's referring to like Daenerys' horse in Game of Thrones. But also Shadowfax in Lord of the Rings. Well, it's not directly referring to those particular horses, it's just representing those particular horses.
Third, I tell you what we're going to prove it to you. With a tampon with red arms.
See, here's the horse right here. Representing Shadowfax in Lord of the Rings. And of course,
And Rainbow Bright's job was to bring colour to the world.
Yeah.
Well, you've brought colour.
I apologise for the technical issues, guys, but what I was going to say was Shadowfax from Lord of the Rings and Daenerys' horse from Game of Thrones. They're both white horses representing heaven.
So, you may have noticed I'm dressed as Terence Stamp, who played General Zod in Superman 2, which was out in the 80s, because tonight is an 80s theme. So let's meet our team captains and see what they've come as. First up, it's
Right, you see how she represents the woman of the Bible with her blonde hair? And she's wearing blue, representing Jesus and God and the light. So she represents like your Alice in Wonderland type character.